Hey guys, welcome to my aiming tutorial. I'm VAI, your next Radiant coach. And in today's video, we will cover the most important Valorant mechanic, aim. Valorant is a tactical shooter, and there are many aspects that make a good player, such as positioning, game sense, teamwork, but the most common reason people are stuck in lower rank is aim. Today, we will fix that.
Improving your aim starts with finding the right sensitivity for you. One that is not too high and one that is not too low. Your sensitivity needs to be high enough where you can dodge flashes and look back, and needs to be low enough where you can easily control your mouse. A task I recommend everyone to do is going into the range, loading up easy bots, setting them up and just tracking the heads. Any agent, any gun. You just track the heads. If your sense is too high, you won't be able to control your crosshair. It's going to go all over the place and it's just not going to feel right. If your sense is too low, controlling it will take too much effort and you will feel sluggish. You have to find the sweet spot, and it's hard, it will take practice, but once you found it, it will be worth it. Once you believe you have found the right sensitivity, I'd recommend doing the exact same task, but instead of tracking the bots' heads, I'd recommend aiming at around the middle wood pillar and just flicking at the heads. If you're over flicking, it means that your sense is probably too high, and if you are under flicking, it means that your sense is too low. I'd recommend taking your time. It's better to take your time and be precise than just rush it.
Because aim is not about being fast. Aim is about being precise. And once you have mastered that precision, the speed will come. Next up is crosshair placement, a fundamental of Valorant's aim. It is the ability to have your crosshair as close to the enemy's head before they appear on your screen, so that once they peek you, or you peek them, you only require minimal mouse movement to micro-adjust to their head, thus having the fastest possible time to kill. To practice this, I'd recommend loading up a deathmatch. Not a team deathmatch, as in normal deathmatches you will learn angles people like to hold, where people like to hide, and most importantly map elevation. I will start up a deathmatch and start recording. During the game you only focus on crosshair placement. At the end of the game, watch your gameplay and focus on where your crosshair was before partaking in a fight against an enemy and how you can get it closer next time. Crosshair placement is a skill you can only obtain through playing the game. The more you play and the more attention you pay to your mistakes, the faster you will improve. Now that your crosshair placement has improved, the next step to refine your aim is micro adjustments. A small, precise and accurate mouse movement required to perfectly position your crosshair on the enemy's head. It will be useful in many instances, when enemies are strafing, if you are caught off guard, and in most gunfights. After crosshair placement, it is the most important aspect of Valorant's aim.
I'd recommend downloading Aim Labs. It is free on Steam. Once opened, load up training and search up microshot. I'd recommend any task where the author is Aim Labs. Practice this for 5 to 10 minutes a day. Once you've picked a task, make sure to go into settings, controls, make sure your game profile is set to Valorant, and you have copied your Valorant sensitivity.
Once practicing, make sure to focus on accuracy, which is at the top of your screen. Try stay above 90% at all times. Speed will come once you are comfortable with your micro adjustments. Do not rush it. About crosshair placement is the horizontal distance between your crosshair and an angle. That distance should be determined by your reaction time. It is how wide you hold an angle. If players manage to swing past your crosshair before you even shoot, you are holding way too tight. It is better to hold for a wide angle than a tight angle, as tight angles are only better for players jiggle peeking, which is a peek for information, thus they are unlikely to be able to kill you. However, if they are wide swinging, they are getting ready for a gunfight, and if you do not eliminate them, they will eliminate you. The most punishing mistake amongst Valorant aim is shooting too early. To be exact, before your crosshair is centered on the enemy's head. You can have good crosshair placement, good micro adjustment and good aim in general, but if you shoot too early, it will not matter. Your first bullet is the most accurate. It is called first bullet accuracy, and for this reason you always need to make the most out of your initial shot. Most players shoot too early as they cannot separate aiming and shooting. They are two very different things. Shooting should be the follow-up of aiming. Only left click once you are certain your aim is on the enemy. You might feel sluggish at first, but you have to focus on taking your time with your first shot in order to improve your aim. Do not worry about the speed, it will come once you have adapted to aiming and then shooting. I'd recommend playing deathmatches with sheriff only, as it is very punishing if you try to spam it. Do not worry about the score or winning, just focus on hitting your first shots. You are here to improve, not win death matches. For some players, they shoot too early due to anxiety. If you believe that is your case, I'd recommend listening to music, taking breaks, and doing breathing exercises in between games. You have to remember, it is just a game, you are here to have fun, thus, take that gunfight, and show the enemy who's really boss. But, at the end of the day guys, there is no cheat code. You literally just have to force yourself to not shoot too quickly.
Since my last video, which you should check out by the way, I've conducted 2 highly successful coaching sessions and received emails from individuals seeking tips and tricks. If you're interested in being coached, join the Discord. And the upcoming video will showcase highlights from the coaching sessions. All the links will be found within the description.